Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode 243. I'm Lauren.
I'm Joe. What the hell?
Yay!
I looked at mine while you were doing that.
My God. There's so much.
I really aimed for you. I looked at mine while you're doing the intro, and I noticed that it was like starting to come off, and I was like, "Oh no, this is gonna explode in my face." Luckily, it was just spring loaded. You can push it back down and do it again.
Yeah, it says. Oh, that was so hard to do.
Yeah, it says spring loaded.
Yeah, it said it on the packaging.
Oh.
Yeah, it says like be careful.
I thought it was like gunpowder.
No, I did not bring an actual weapon into your house. But hi everyone, we're back.
We are back. Lauren, job well done on the intro.
Yay!
Job well done. I commend you. I know how scary that is.
It's all in the cup. It's probably the best intro you've ever had.
Well, as I tell everybody all the time, it always beats Dave's. For those of you that remember Dave's intro way back when.
Standards are low.
I think he said, what is that? There's a whole cardboard in here.
I know, there's a lot. I'm trying to get him covered.
He was like fresh baked. I don't know what Dave said, but it was fucking weird. Because we used to call ourselves the Cookery Shuffle guys all the way back in the day. Like, that's just the thing.
Where did that come from?
It's, what's it called when you change all the letters around in something else and make another phrase or word? Not an acronym. Is it an anagram?
Anagram?
It might be anagram.
Don't quote me on that.
We sound fucking dumb if it's not anagram. But either way, way back when we decided, one day we were just like fucking around, and then we decided to do the podcast. Mm-hmm. We took that name, which is where the shuffle came from. So also, we'll talk about this in a second. But Cookery Shuffle Guy, if you rearrange the letters, you can spell, hey, go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Which I don't know that I've ever actually mentioned that on the podcast before.
Yeah.
But that is just, it's an anagram for hey, go fuck yourself. So we called ourselves the Cookery Shuffle Guys.
Cook or crook?
Cook.
Cookery.
Yeah, cookery. So Dave
How did you figure that out?
The internet.
Okay, touche.
So Dave heard the word cook and was thinking of food, as Dave always does. And so he was like, fresh baked, fresh taste. Welcome back to the shuffle. And we're like, what the fuck
did you just say? Oh.
I'll have to pull it up for you after.
I have to see this.
It was a rough intro, but it was hilarious. This is gonna be
I know.
everywhere forever. But anyways, as you can see, it is a whole new setup. We've got a table, we've got 2 microphones, we've got 2 new posters, and we've got a fancy new. This is the thing I really want to talk about: a fancy new hand-painted logo.
Holla.
Now, what you guys can't tell, although you can if you look really carefully at the posters are all backwards. This, however, looks forwards to you, and that is because.
I painted it backwards.
Yeah.
I painted it reverse so that it made sense.
Yeah.
But now that you say that, I hate that all the posters are backwards.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get reverse posters.
But if you look at the room, all the posters are forwards and this is the only thing backwards.
Yeah, no, it looks really dumb. Like, when I was painting it, I was like, this looks horrible.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So today is, you guys won't be seeing this episode until Friday the 26th. We are recording Monday the 22nd, and last Monday, after we finished recording your first episode, we spent, another hour and a half
at least
sitting here talking about all the different stuff that we can do.
Yeah,
Lauren ripped apart this podcast from the ground up.
I did.
Or from the top down, and is now building it from the ground up.
Yeah, we are in the reconstruction phase. Mm-hmm. We're still under construction.
Still under a little construction.
But we're getting there. This is a huge upgrade. I love the table.
The table's nice. I bought it last night.
This is great. I think the confetti is a great upgrade.
Yeah. So you said before we started recording that you're gonna just randomly bring over confetti poppers.
I think so. I'm gonna hide them.
Yeah.
Not tell you what episodes I'm shooting them off at.
Yep.
Not telling you when. Mm-hmm. Just mid conversation.
You also brought over. Do you still have it in reach of you?
I do.
A bubble gun.
Yeah. I was going to have a bubble gun. See, this was my plan to shoot off randomly. Just while you weren't looking, just start blowing it and it's just happening. But you wouldn't see it. But and it lights up. I don't have batteries and we couldn't get.
It's probably loud. Yeah. I imagine the motor.
It's probably
loud.
Probably cheap and loud. But I now have a bubble gun. I'm very excited.
Cheap and loud was my nickname in college.
I don't even want to know.
But anyways,
Happens.
so it's been a week for sure. Lots happened in our lives, in the world.
No kidding.
Something that happened, I think, like just after we recorded last week, was that girl sang the national anthem. Mm-hmm. Her name is already escaped my mind again. Ingrid something.
Andres?
Yes.
Something like that.
So what is it, a baseball game?
Yeah, it was for one of the baseball games.
So she sang the national anthem, and you've all seen it. If you haven't seen it, look it up. Ingrid Andress singing the national anthem. It is rough. Now, I saw the video. I sent it to Lauren, and I said, this is the shit that we want to talk about on the podcast, because this is gold. Not an hour later, you texted me back a picture and said, maybe we should.
No, we shouldn't. Hey, she just posted this. I don't know about it.
She posted that she was, refresh my memory.
She had been drinking before.
Yeah.
And so she was checking herself into like a rehab center after that performance.
So,
and she like apologized. She,
Yeah, she watched it the next day and was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. And realized, I don't want to assume checking herself into rehab means she's an alcoholic, but that's the assumption that I'm gonna make. So, yeah. So, like, I felt, like, when you texted me that, I was like, fuck, like, there goes a topic for the podcast. We can't talk about it. But then I was like, you know what? Yeah, we fucking can.
Yeah.
It's still funny.
Yep. It's
bad
still
circumstance for her. Yeah. But just one of the worst renditions of the national anthem ever. I almost forgot what the name of that song was.
The Star Spangled.
Yeah. But Lauren and I, just before we started recording, did a little bit of research into the worst renditions of national anthems. And I think we both agreed on our favorite one. I'll let you tell it.
Oh, I already forgot her name. But it was for a hockey game, and this woman from Canada, I don't even know if she's like a singer or what, like her background was.
She's somebody from Canada.
But she sang at this game and forgot the words and just started to like mumble them instead. And the whole crowd was just like, what? Like they were trying to sing along with her.
Yeah, but they can't.
And they can't because she's not singing the right ones. And they ended up, she like finished out strong.
Yeah.
And then the announcers were like, oh, that was a battle. They were like, oh man, good thing that's over. That was a battle. Like on TV. Like that's what the announcers said on the TV.
On national television, just roasted her alive.
And that poor, oh my God.
And what I said, I was like, thank God that she's Canadian.
Yeah.
Because at least she has we give her a pass, right? Like,
right,
she doesn't know our national anthem.
She's not here. It's okay.
I'd be hard pressed to find a lot of Americans who know the Canadian national anthem all the way to the end. No.
Oh, all the way to the end.
I know "Oh Canada" is
I know
the beginning
Canada.
of it.
I used to know the first part. One of my friends is Canadian, so
I have multiple Canadian friends.
Yeah, because that would make sense.
Yeah, I grew up in Buffalo. I had people that worked down here with me from Canada.
For
sure.
Yeah, so she gets a bit of a pass.
Because had it been one of us.
And the worst part is when we were listening to it, it was like, okay.
Yeah,
and then she stopped.
She was batting 1,000.
She stopped for like a whole verse, and the crowd kept singing. And then she picked back, like she realized, oh my God, I actually don't know what's next.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the whole thing is just mumbling. Just like,
If I was ever singing the national anthem, any song really, but let's say the national anthem. If I was ever singing the national anthem and I forgot the words, I'm running away. Like I am wherever I am.
Would you say anything?
Nope. I'm dropping the microphone and I'm booking it. Really? And actually, this brings me to something that we talked about last week. You asked
the embarrassment
thing of being at the store. I was at Walmart the other day, and I was doing some shopping for like camping supplies because I've got a camping trip coming up at the end of August.
Sure.
And so I was doing some stuff. Riley and I were looking at like camping chairs. They've got some fancy ass camping chairs. That's a different story altogether. But I was like, oh, look at this one. And I like lifted up. There was like a bunch of them on the shelf, like all like kind of leaning. I lifted them up to either put one back or pull another one out. And as I did that, the last one slid, and every single chair, there's probably about 10 of them.
Oh my God.
Bulky chairs all slid off the shelf and crashed onto the floor. Now it was like the shelf was like this high off the floor.
Yeah, but
so
it's
like,
still those metal rods all
crashed down, and I was like, "Are you fucking?" Now no one was around, thank God, just
That's
Riley.
good.
But I was like,
that's exactly what we were talking
help me pick
about.
Help me pick these up right fucking now.
we gotta run. We gotta go.
I almost left them. I considered leaving them.
Oh my God.
But we picked them all up, put them away, and then I walked away.
Wow.
And I was like, we got to get the fuck out of this camping section right now.
See, I don't think I would run off the. I think I would just be like, "Hey, actually, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna step away now." Like, I don't think I could just. Stop.
You want to admit defeat? Just run. Just say.
Where are you gonna run? If you're on home plate, like the middle of this baseball field, where are you gonna run?
Off.
Just to the dugout as fast as you can.
Anywhere that's not there.
Nah.
Because then, like, you know, later they find you, they catch you, you're on the Today Show, they ask you what happened, because, you know, everybody becomes famous after that stuff.
Sure.
You go, oh, I really, like, a bathroom emergency. I'm very sorry.
I was gonna puke.
Yeah.
Or something like that. That's true.
You don't say I forgot it. You say it was a bathroom emergency, a medical emergency, a something emergency.
Yeah.
I had to run.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to America.
I'm so disrespect to America for me having to pee, but I had to go.
Otherwise, like saying it over the microphone, hey, I don't know the words. You're getting booed by the rest of America.
That's valid. I didn't think
forever.
of like coming up with an excuse afterwards.
Also, I'm gonna pull out my Chick-fil-A. I wasn't gonna say what food we had, but not a sponsor.
Great. Now I'm just gonna.
But I didn't want it. I didn't want this sitting here while you were popping your confetti.
Please.
Because I didn't want.
It was gonna get everywhere.
Yeah, I didn't want your confetti in my Chick-fil-A sauce.
I didn't realize there was gonna be this much.
Really quick, off the top of your head, best sauce at Chick-fil-A. Go.
I don't like any of the sauces at Chick-fil-A. Sorry.
What do you eat?
Look, did you not see me eat with no sauce?
Didn't you have Chick-fil-A sauce with your French fries, or is that mine?
That is yours.
Oh, that's mine. You don't like their sauce? So you just eat dry.
Yep.
Food.
Yep.
Favorite sauce ever?
Ketchup. I don't put any sauce on anything. I don't like ranch. Do
you not eat salads?
No. No, I mean I can, but I don't traditionally eat salads.
Well, what kind of dressing do you put on a salad?
Like nothing. Or like just
you just eat eat leaves.
Yeah.
What are you, a fucking giraffe?
Yep. No, I don't know, like whatever like the most basic thing is. I don't even know what is normally on a salad. What's the normal
Italian, ranch,
okay.
One of those two.
So it wouldn't be ranch.
Vinaigrette?
Maybe it's the vinaigrette. I don't know. I traditionally don't.
I love a good salad.
What's the stuff they put on at like a Japanese steakhouse? Like at those little salads you get?
I don't think I've ever been to a Japanese steakhouse.
Where they cook in front of you?
Oh, hibachi?
Yeah.
They have salad there?
Yeah. They give you a little soup and you give you a little salad bowl.
I think you're thinking of Olive Garden. Soup and salad. That's Olive Garden.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's definitely the Japanese steakhouse.
When you hear your family, hibachi.
Hibachi. And he just comes out with his cart and it's just bread rolls and breadsticks.
Oh, I would crush. No, to answer your question, I was going to say I could crush some breadsticks right now. I don't know what. I've never had a salad. I've only been hibachi one time.
I think it's like a ginger thing. I don't know.
If it's Japanese, yeah, probably.
I think that's what it is. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, long story short, I don't put any sauces dressing on anything. My God. That's why you
get the grilled nuggets. They're juicier at least.
Right. Yeah, exactly. They don't need much, you know.
So like on a burger.
Ketchup.
Just ketchup. No mustard.
No. Same with hot dogs. That's like a weird example though, because that's traditionally only like ketchup or mustard.
I put barbecue sauce on my burgers.
Well, there's that.
Or like, there's a sauce called Heinz 57 sauce. I don't actually know what it is.
Is that like ranch and ketchup together?
No, that's ranch and ketchup. No, that is a normal mixture.
That's a thing.
Yeah, I was thinking of mayo chup, which is mayo and ketchup, but ranch and ketchup is also a mixture. Ranch up. Ranch up.
That sounds awful.
Ranch up. It does. It doesn't sound good. No. So Heinz 57 sauce is it's got like a smoky flavor to it. Mm-hmm. I don't actually know what it is, but you can eat it with basically anything. I've had it with like chicken. I've had it with burgers. I've had it with steak. I've had it with a lot. It's very good. Very versatile sauce. So I'll put that on a burger sometimes.
Okay, word. No, I just only have ketchup. Damn. And even then, I don't love ketchup.
I don't love ketchup.
Like
when I get chicken nuggets and fries at work, I get hot sauce, and I just dip everything in hot sauce. Do you like hot sauce?
No.
I don't know that we can be friends.
Okay, so bring up Olive Garden.
Yeah.
I don't like any Italian food. Because
I'm not going to shit on you for that, because I don't like most Italian food, because most Italian food is pasta and cheese, and I don't like pasta or cheese.
Right. I don't like cheese.
Yeah.
And I don't like sauce.
Huh. Eat dicks, everybody. That's 2 people on this podcast that don't like cheese. Now, Dave and I didn't like cheese either, but I think...
Who's the other person?
Dave, my brother.
Oh, okay.
So when he left, it was just me who didn't like cheese.
No,
and I was fucking roasted.
You're not alone.
Now I'm not alone again.
Yeah, no. It's definitely... I'm not a fan.
No. Where is your cheese limit? Like what kind of cheese will you eat?
Kraft mac and cheese.
Ugh, disgusting.
It's
that is
not
the
real
worst.
cheese.
That's the
It's
worst
not real-
kind of cheese.
It's not real cheese. It doesn't even taste like cheese.
That's pasta and cheese.
I didn't say I didn't like pasta.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't like pasta.
You're the one weird for that. No, I don't. I just don't like normal cheese.
Do you like Moe's queso?
I don't like any queso.
I only have Moe's queso because it's like a bowl of warm milk, which I would never
awful.
have, but it is so
That
good.
sounds actually so awful.
It's like soup. You like soup?
No.
You don't like soup?
I like 2 kinds of soup.
Tomato?
No, I hate tomato.
Good. Chicken noodle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Basic.
most basic.
I actually just made some chicken noodle soup the other day.
In what? Like a crock pot?
Well, no, I made gumbo in my crock pot the other day,
shit.
and then I made in my regular just pot on the stove.
Shit. I can't
chicken
cook.
noodle. I love cooking.
I can't cook.
Making soup is one of my favorite things to make.
Really?
Yeah.
That's easy.
It is, but it's so good, and there's so much of it.
Have you ever had potato soup?
Yeah.
That's my shit.
It's very.
I love potato soup. Yeah, it's
your basic soups.
that's all I like. Unfortunately.
So chicken noodle and potato is what you like.
Yeah.
Do you like stews? Have you ever had a stew or a chowder?
I don't like chowder, but
Like if you had
stews
a
are
clam.
okay.
Oh, you don't like seafood.
No.
Clam chowder.
Oh my god, yeah, we talked about that on last time.
Clam chowder is so good.
Ugh,
New England clam chowder.
gross. But that's also because you're from the north,
Yeah.
so you have to like that shit.
Well, I don't have to, but I do.
I mean, I'm from right by Maryland, so love Old Bay.
Yeah, but you don't like lobster.
Yeah. Lobster isn't from Maryland. That's crabs.
Oh. You
Big
don't like
difference.
crabs?
I'll tolerate crabs,
Hmm.
but I don't like them that much. Do you like crabs?
Mm-hmm. But I prefer
You
lobster.
Like smash and rip them open.
Jesus.
That's how you do it.
I know. I've had a crab.
Have you ever been to a crab feast? We're talking about crab oil again.
Yeah, no.
I'm done
It's
talking
funny
about...
how southern you sound when you start talking about that. But when you're talking about anything else, you just...
I'm not very southern.
I know, but you sound southern when you're talking about a crab bowl.
Crab bowl. I don't know how else to say it. I blur together.
That's there's no other way, I think.
That is true.
So anyways,
Where were
what the fuck were we talking about well before all of this?
we spiraled there? I don't remember.
So we have a new setup.
Yeah, long story short.
We were talking about the national anthem. I said I'd run away.
Oh my god, yeah, we barely even talked about that.
All we can say about it, without going into every single person that has poorly sung the national anthem. Who was that actual singer who... Christina Aguilera, she did her riffs. Who's the other one?
Riffs.
Who's the other one that's really popular for having a bad... Fergie, that's what I'm thinking of.
Hers is one that everyone thinks of when you first mention bad national anthems.
Now, what went wrong with hers?
I don't know. We didn't look at that one.
You're right.
Because that one happened 6 years ago.
Was it only 6 years ago?
Mm-hmm. The video we were looking at was from 9 years ago. I think it was similar to Christina's,
Where she was
where
going...
she just adds
Woo!
yeah all the oh god all the different inflections.
We don't need all that.
That didn't need to happen.
No.
It's written the way it's written for a reason.
Yeah, it was written in the 1700s for that reason. Leave it that way.
Leave it that way. If we're gonna sing it that way all the time,
Yeah.
sing it that way all the time.
There's a reason they don't update national anthems.
Yeah.
You know what I recently found out? and by recently I mean like the past 10 years, that our national anthem, the American national anthem, is the only national anthem that is about war.
Of course it is. How did you come across this?
I saw it somewhere on the internet.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Uh-huh. Like Canada's. Now, Canadians are notoriously peaceful.
Right. I mean, why would they have one about war?
Exactly.
Oh man, I'm trying to think. Yeah, we have other songs that are about like America being beautiful. Why didn't we do that?
Like America the Beautiful.
Yeah, like America the Beautiful.
I don't know.
That's wild. Yeah, that tracks though. That's on brand for us.
Yeah, we love our wars. We won't get into that.
It's a mess.
So, in other news, stuff we're not going to get into, but stuff that we'll mention, the trending things in the world today. Good old Joe Biden.
Yep.
Dropped out.
Yep. Biden is no longer running.
No longer running for prezi.
That was crazy yesterday.
That is wild.
Crazy.
People were like ripping each other apart all over the world, I think. Not the world, but the country at the very
just
least.
like on social media and in person and just like it. The divide.
I think a lot of people everybody was like listening to the way somebody said Joe Biden dropped out, and it's like if you sound upset and they don't agree with you, then they're going to roast you. If you sound happy and they don't agree with you, then they're going to attack you.
Right.
So there was no winning, no matter how you.
It was such a touchy topic that immediately and I didn't think it would trigger people as quick as it did.
Yeah.
But people were like at each other's throats immediately.
Crazy.
It was not.
And that's why we're not going to talk about it here.
We're not going to be discussing that.
Will we make jokes about it? Absolutely.
Probably.
Did Joe Biden write his own letter? Did you read the letter?
I did read the letter.
Do you think he wrote it?
No. Listen, I think with something so
he's got a team of writers for sure.
Yeah, like it's such a substantial thing that again will cause everyone to go.
You can't just give the man a computer and Microsoft Word and assume he's going to figure it out on his own.
Correctamundo. He needed some help.
No.
Same thing with like the whole like introduction for Kamala is like that needed to be handled as perfect. They've probably been working on this for like a month. Like let's be real. This has been probably known for a long time.
Yeah, internally, yeah.
Yeah, and so they probably have been sculpting this to be pristine and perfect, so that way like the transition would be clean. And it was messy. But now all the memes coming out about Kamala.
I love like as much as everybody I think hates election season, and I'm one of those people. I cannot fucking stand it. All the ads, all the when I drive down the road and I see a thing in somebody's yard, like just one of those fucking stakes, I want to drive through their yard and just run them all over.
Yeah.
It really just irks me.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I love about election season is when all of the jokes start getting made. The memes come out.
Right.
SNL does their skits about the debates. It is gold every time, and I love it.
Right. Yeah, no, definitely the content coming out of it is hilarious.
There's always something to make fun of.
It's all that's on my feeds right now too. That's the other thing though that I don't like is that you can't escape it.
That is also
you
true.
used to be able to.
Yeah.
But now, and I think like since COVID, like social media just boomed and you just can't get away from it.
I think part of it is also the fact that we're getting old. And so the internet thinks that we care more. We should care more because now it actually affects us a little bit more than it did when we were 5.
Right. This is valid.
But sorry, Instagram, I don't care more.
Right.
I mean, I care maybe a little bit more, but not enough that I want to see ads.
Right.
On my Instagram.
Right. Yeah, like my YouTube when I was pulling up the video, immediately came up with like a campaign. I was like, man, I just want to look at bad national anthems.
Yeah. You know what my TikTok is full of right now?
What?
Not ads for the president. It's footage of Twisters, the movie.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's a good side to be on.
That is a great thing to be on. My TikTok right now is Daisy Edgar-Jones, Anthony Ramos, and Glen Powell
wish I
And
was
all
on
the
that
live
side.
long day.
Man, and they all look so good in that
they
movie.
are a good group, a good looking group of people.
Very good looking group of people.
I think I have a new celebrity crush, and it is Daisy Edgar Jones.
I was like, which one?
It could have been Glen Powell. It might still be.
Did you see his new dog Brisket?
Fucking
Brisket's
cute.
really cute. He got him while they were filming.
Yeah.
Over and over, he's like, I was going through a breakup. I needed a friend, and he got.
So he's single.
Write that down. Yeah, which is crazy, but
how is a men like Glen Powell? You know what it is though? It's the Chris Evans effect.
That's
Chris Evans,
true.
one of the hottest people ever,
That's
was single
true.
for so long.
That's
and is
true.
like a genuinely nice human being.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Glen Powell's gonna be the new Chris Evans, and Chris Evans is like married now.
I think people don't want him because he has the craziest chemistry with every person he's on, like films with, and I think people are like.
You see the hand placement on some when he's yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Him and Daisy.
He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
Him and Daisy are looking pretty close sometimes.
Yeah.
Now she's got a boyfriend or a
Does she?
husband or something. I thought she did.
I don't know. I don't know anything about
I'd
her.
hate to be that guy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean,
see?
I'd love to be that guy,
Seeing them in the movie.
but I'd hate to be that guy after a movie comes out.
Comparing, yeah, like there's just no comparison.
Yeah.
There's just no
I'm
comparison.
before I started seeing all these interviews and all the press tour stuff. I did not know that Daisy Edgar Jones was not American.
What is she?
She's British.
British?
Yeah.
What did I see? I saw someone posted about that and was just like, oh yes, like let's put an American flag jacket on her and put her in her small town like hometown thing, and she's not British anymore, she's American. And I was like, yeah, that tracks.
And everyone's like, she's got such a British face. I'm like, what does that
even
mean? I have no idea. Yeah.
What does a British face mean?
No clue.
I know makeup trends that are more British.
I was convinced she was American until I heard her in an interview and she was like, hello. I was like, well, shit.
I don't know that she was like
They
that.
got us again.
Not another Brit.
Those damn English always coming in here trying to steal our movies.
trying to ruin this guy.
No, but I thought
they're making all of these films much better.
Yeah. No, she did.
Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Talk about celebrity crush.
On.
Oh my god. Yeah.
The heart just comes
Heartthrob.
out. Just put on. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, but they oof.
That's so funny though.
So I don't know for sure that Daisy has a significant other.
I'll have to do research.
But if she doesn't, and her and Glen Powell don't at least have a fling, I'll be disappointed.
Yeah, because they seem really good together in like the most like nonchalant, relaxed like way.
Yeah.
I guess in all their press conferences and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's just so charming. I think he's just good with people and on camera.
And he seems, I know we're just talking out of our ass here, but like he seems like a decent, nice human being.
Yeah.
Now again,
We've
that's
never
kind of
met
his
him.
that's kind of his goal, right? Like when he's on these things, he doesn't want to seem like an asshole.
For
but
sure.
There's like videos of him like walking out of his hotel, and there's fans throwing themselves at him, and he'll sit there and sign and take pictures, and he's super nice and talks to them. I'm like, that's a lot of celebrities will just walk right on by. Daisy Edgar Jones, the same hotel she walked out of, which interesting, sharing a hotel, probably because that's where they're shooting or staying for the press.
Probably
but
the entire group.
Could be
Anthony
sharing a room.
Whoa.
She walked out, went right into her car. Didn't stop, didn't say hello. Now she is a woman, and typically they have a much harder time escaping like the paparazzi and the fans, because some of the fans, especially with with actresses, can be really aggressive. Yeah.
Or like that is true. I don't see many like clips of people, like you see all the like the superheroes going by and like signing people's things real quick as they walk by. You never see that with ladies. Yeah, it's very rare. Now that I think about
very rare for a lot of women to stop and like take their time with the fans. I think it's just because of the fact that they can be so much more like with the women. Right. So
dope.
Because we love women.
Speaking of, this is such a backtrack, but like a forward track. Speaking of America versus the Brits, the Olympics. Did you see the beds?
No. What about them? Are they bad?
So that's kind of hot in the news right now because all the Olympians have like started like, you know,
Yeah.
getting ready.
They're moving over to the Olympic Village.
Yeah. They're living there right now and stuff. The beds are like the like cardboard stand or something like that. They're like really bad quality stands. They're all like skinny twin beds too. And the mattresses are about this thick that say soft, and you flip it over, or firm, depending on what you want. And I've seen...
It's actually kind of nice.
Well, it makes sense. Except they're not soft at all. And because they're this... Think about it. If they're
firm
this thick...
or less firm.
Yes. If they're this thick and half of it's already firm, when you squish down a little, you get to the, you get to the firm part,
yeah.
And, they're all complaining that they're not getting... Like, they can't sleep comfortably. Yeah. They, you know... They're Olympians. Some of them have like massively
Some of them are
limbs.
7 feet tall, yeah. Olympic villages are notoriously like bad at like providing good housing for like because they're built so quickly.
Right.
Like they basically have I mean realistically they have several years because like these countries know or these cities that they happen to know what that the Olympics are coming to them sooner than 4 years out. Like they know years in advance.
Right.
But even still, like that's just like to construct everything they need to construct for the Olympics and then build housing for these athletes. Mm-hmm. I think it's like their priority is like get the stadium, get the shit that we need for the sports.
Right.
We're worried about where the fuck they're gonna live a year out.
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that so bizarre.
Yeah.
I don't know. The fact that they have to like construct it too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why don't they just get a hotel, buy out one hotel, and then
I think it's just easier to like have them all like
right
there.
Perhaps.
I think it's part of like the draw of it too, because
it just feels
like in the Olympic Village they have in the Olympic Village they have like I think they have like restaurants, they have like shops, they have like stuff set up.
They're literally in their own isolated world.
It's like it's their own little thing, and
that's so bizarre.
I think it's like part of the experience.
I guess.
It is a little Hunger Gamesy.
It is very
now that you mention it, yeah.
Like when they do the opening ceremonies and they all have the specific outfits made for, and you're like, you know where what's her name? Suzanne Collins.
Suzanne Collins got the idea.
You know where she's pulling from. It's not that far.
Yeah.
It's not that far stretch.
It's true. Yeah, they're just not killing each other yet.
I mean, they used to in the old Olympics.
What?
Like back where the beginning.
No.
Like chariot races, people died.
Well, people died. They weren't killing each other.
I'm sure there was one or two like gladiators.
A couple stabbings.
Yeah. Yes. Have you not seen it?
No, I wasn't there. I'm sorry. I didn't attend those Olympics.
Cultured,
my apologies.
You missed out. There
were some good times back then.
Those villages were nice.
Yeah, I bet. Those those stone houses are really what it's all about.
Hey, man.
Did we talk last week about an Olympic sport that you think you could do?
No, no.
Yeah, what Olympic sport? So because the Summer Olympics is coming up. Like, what Summer Olympic sport do you think you could do and do well?
I was gonna say, like, do you like actually think, or like that you'd want to do? Like, actually, think
you can do one that you want to do, but also one that you think you could actually like succeed in.
Well, I played field hockey.
Okay.
So that's one.
Yeah.
I wasn't phenomenal at field hockey. Okay. But that's probably my best chance at this moment.
Yeah. Like if you're gonna get thrown into any sport last minute for the Olympics,
I'm gonna have to go with field hockey because that's the only thing I could be like.
You're like, at least I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know this. Do you have an answer? I think I know my winter answer.
I know my winter answer for the summer.
Curling?
Yeah.
Mine's curling.
Curling has gotta be, and like I'm gonna sound like an ass for a second, but it's gotta be the easiest one. I know that it's not. I know there is a lot that goes into it because if you like watch the people that interview the Olympic curlers, and then they try and do it with them, they're falling all over the ice. So it's not easy.
Right.
It does take some level of athleticism.
Good, but I think I could pick up on how to do it.
Yes.
Faster
I think
than,
I could
like,
be good.
Pole vaulting.
Pole vaulting is
that's
fucking
also
insane.
summer. But like, yeah. Pole vaulting is insane.
I don't think you could pay me to pole vault.
I'm so terrified of that. Have you seen like people failing at that?
Yes.
And it looks awful.
Yeah. Broken legs, broken limbs.
Yeah.
The pole snapping and fucking. Talk about people dying.
Yeah.
Impaled by your own pole.
Not me.
No.
But
winter's definitely curling. Summer is. God, there's so many sports in the Summer Olympics now. I don't even know.
Lacrosse is coming.
I instinctively want to think like, oh, like what's something I can like pick up easily, right? And I go to ping pong. But then you watch Olympic table tennis players.
No.
They are insane.
Fuck that. You lose the ball.
Yeah.
The ball goes so fast.
Their like serve is like 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So what Summer Olympic sport could I possibly do? The ribbon dancing in gymnastics. Is that still in? That's the one thing I think I could do.
I don't know that's... I don't know. Is that still in?
I have no idea.
I've never seen Simone Biles do that. So.
Simone Biles would never stoop to ribbon dancing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She's the best gymnast probably alive.
Yeah, she's like one of the best athletes of all time.
Yeah.
I don't see her ever doing ribbon dancing.
But I couldn't do like actual gymnastics.
Why ribbon dancing?
Because
there's gymnastics in that.
Yeah, but not to the level of like on the rings or on the bars.
Right.
Or on the fucking
rings is hard.
Or on the horse.
I'm sorry, what horse? Are you talking about the thing you like vault around?
The balance beam, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, we switched to horseback riding.
Yeah, I couldn't do that either.
And I've never been on a horse before, so.
Oh, I have. I had a horse growing up, but I couldn't ride. Like, I couldn't do it well.
Professionally.
Yeah, whereas, like, I think I could twirl a ribbon around. I know there's more that goes into it. I know there's more. But I think...
That's the thing, like, same thing with curling. Like, there's so much that goes into it, but if I had to pick up something immediately... Perform. You could do something. You just start, like, laughing at it, and they're like, get this guy
I think I could.
Yeah, that's such a hot take.
I just don't know what it... Like, summer includes wrestling. I'd get fucking... Look at me.
Right.
I'd get fucking beat to a pulp.
Right.
There's cycling. Couldn't do that. I'd last maybe a mile.
Mm-hmm. Nothing in the
swimming,
track and field.
Fuck that.
Swimming.
I'm tall and long, but I can't like the whole breathing thing where you're like
like the most important part.
Yeah, like I can't do that.
Sure.
And all the other like strokes, I can do the freestyle, but like you asked me to do a butterfly, fuck that.
Yeah.
What am I, Michael
but
Phelps?
You specialize in one, like.
Yeah.
But still, yeah. No, swimming also is dominated by people for years and years and years. So there's no way.
You have to be in it.
Yeah.
Track and field, I ran track in high school.
Okay.
I was a sprinter.
Okay.
But, so like, could I do well personally? Could I beat my own records? Probably. But like, could I do well in the Olympics?
I know, but neither of us will do well at anything in the Olympics.
I think in curling, I have a chance.
Okay.
I think like I could get like a couple
what about,
lucky
like,
shots
darts?
in.
Is darts in the
Darts
Olympics?
is not in the Olympics.
Oh, I thought that was in the Olympics.
And I would still fail.
I'm trying to think of those like random weird one-off. Oh, breakdancing's in the Olympics now.
Have you seen me? Look at how tall and lanky I am. You think this can breakdance?
That was not a suggestion at all.
Oh, you were just making an observation.
I'm trying to think of all the random things. Trust me.
Just making an observation that breakdancing is in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. It's in the Olympics before lacrosse is. Lacrosse is going to be in the Olympics in 2028.
Oh, okay.
Its first debut year.
That's shocking. I thought lacrosse would have been in it forever ago.
Oh, you would think. I don't know why.
Men's and women's lacrosse coming in 2028?
I believe so.
You know what I'd love to see? A lot of mixed sports. Give me the mixed sports in the Olympics. I don't want men's this and men and women's that.
Field hockey is.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, field hockey around the world. So obviously here we don't really do that much. Around the world, like especially like Australia, they only have like it's only co-ed. That's just how it is. They just know field hockey. That's how it was always played.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
But like field hockey can get pretty violent, right? Like you can get fucked up.
But you don't like bash into each other. The only thing is just the power that would give you like an advantage, and you're just hitting something. So it's like, you know.
What do you mean you don't bash into each other? You don't
like.
There's no checking in field hockey.
Like you don't like, you know.
How do you win?
By scoring goals.
Well, if somebody just takes the ball away from it, is it a ball?
Yeah, it's okay. Ball. Okay, so you can't say
I know
checking
nothing.
if you don't even know what kind of
I know nothing
game
about field hockey.
It is.
I was like, well, it's not a puck. You can't move a puck on grass.
It's kind of It's kind of like the size of a softball.
Okay,
but it's
that's
more
big.
Like it's a huge ball and it's like hard. It hurts.
God bless that goalie.
Yeah, they got so much padding. They got as much padding as like a regular hockey.
Oh, okay.
But their goals are huge, so it's really hard for them.
Bigger
to
than
move.
ice hockey?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because like you traditionally kind of shoot from wider out. They have like oh man, I don't know how to even describe it. They've got like kind of like long distance shots more often. You don't get that close because the goalie's got the giant pads and just like hockey goalie lays down.
Yeah.
You should watch a field hockey game. It's pretty entertaining.
Where can I go to watch a field hockey game?
Where you would go to watch any sporting event that isn't super high professional, or when the Olympics are on, watch it.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna
Get cultured.
I might take some time off work just to watch the Olympics. I love the Olympics.
Really?
So much.
Is there a sport you are looking forward to seeing? Ribbon?
Yeah, ribbon dancing. Swimming, I think, is like my favorite summer one to watch. I honestly, like, as weird as it is, I think I am more interested by the Winter Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Or sports,
like
because I feel like I think there's also just more of them that I've done. Maybe not done. But I grew up skiing. Mm-hmm. I've gone ice skating.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
That's pretty much it.
I like the sports. I feel like the sports in winter are just kind of more interesting to watch.
Yeah, because they're more unique.
Yeah, like I'm thinking of like the
bobsledding. Yeah.
We're on the same with curling.
Yeah.
Bobsled. But even like I don't do snow sports. So like downhill skiing or like the snowboarding off the ramps. Oh, skateboarding is cool to watch for summer.
I couldn't do that either.
I would hurt myself.
I'd break everything.
I don't know how those kids
now
do.
If you gave me
those are also young kids doing that shit. They'll be like, oh, this is like Adam, he's 14 years old.
Yeah.
And then it's like look at I'm like,
well, because a lot of these sports, like if you
don't know how to drive.
If you hit 20, you're too old to be doing it. Mm-hmm. Like you just can't do as much. Mm-hmm. Which is crazy. I mean, Michael Phelps stopped swimming at 25, 27.
I did a deep dive not too long ago.
And that was old.
Yeah, I did a deep dive not too long ago about like the minimum age for Olympics for each country. Each country has a different minimum age.
I didn't know there was a minimum age.
Yeah, so because they're like don't want a 6-year-old or whatever.
Yeah, but if that 6-year-old's gas at fucking curling, I want him on my team.
Yeah, we have a pretty young sprinter, I think. I think he's 16. I don't know.
There's like 2 or 3 people from Buffalo that are going to the Olympics.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
One of them went to my high school. Mm-hmm. He's on the men's indoor volleyball team. Mm-hmm. And he's fucking.
Yeah.
The other one is the daughter of the owner of the Buffalo Bills.
What does she do?
Archery.
Oh, okay.
That's what I could do.
I was about to say, have you ever
I
shot a bow and arrow?
I have shot a bow and arrow.
I have too. I think I could hold my own.
I think I could actually do a decent job.
I would hit target. I wouldn't hit good targets. I wouldn't get the points I'm supposed to get.
I think I would do a decent job.
Now,
the further out the target goes, the harder it would be, obviously. But I think I could get a bullseye at least once.
I would not.
Because like they got all that fancy weight on there that like levels it helps you level the bow, and then you just fucking like click your little thing.
Where have you shot archery?
When I was in Boy Scouts. I did the archery merit badge. I was hitting bullseyes, and then in high school I did it too. Like one of our like gym classes was archery.
To ask, we had it as a gym thing, which I think is a weird thing.
Super weird to have weapons at school. Now they were like blunt, like arrows.
Yeah,
but they could still like at that speed
stuck into like those rice bags or whatever.
Yeah.
Like why?
You had rice bags? I had bales of hay.
Oh, see, we're not from the same world.
I don't think I had bales. I think I had just like foam targets.
Oh, ours were like these fat bags that were just like stuffed. I don't know if it was rice, but they were like cushion rice.
Either way, it's piercing that. Like at the speed, it's gonna it'll do some damage to somebody. Yeah.
I just find it weird. Like, why did the American schooling system aside?
Yeah.
Why did
we got to teach all our kids to shoot the most basic weapon?
Right. I thought it was just my school too. No. I didn't realize this was a countrywide.
I don't know that it's countrywide, but at the very least, it's also in. Would you say Maryland? Virginia and Buffalo.
Yeah, so maybe it's an East Coast thing.
Maybe it's an East Coast thing.
Maybe
that's where we started this country.
Right.
That's where we're gonna learn from the beginning.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Everybody of the age of 16 or older is gonna shoot a bow and arrow.
Do you have any other weird like lessons in gym that you were like, why?
Yeah, in middle school, we had to learn how to dance. Like, I think we did
we did square dancing in elementary school.
I think I said middle school. It might have been elementary school.
Yeah.
Yeah, square dancing. Fuck that. Never again.
What? We had a really southern guy as our...
See, now, if it was line dancing, I'm down.
See, but then that is a skill you could use later.
Square dancing?
No, line dancing. Wait, line dancing and square dancing...
Not the same thing.
Very close.
Sure. Square dancing is typically with a partner.
Sure.
Line dancing is just a line of people.
Right, okay.
And you're like...
Touche. Oh, we need to do a full... I don't think the people knew what line dancing was. Thank you.
Cotton Eye Joe is line dancing.
That actually, I've never seen whatever you just did before.
That was Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh, sure. not the Cotton Eye Joe.
It was the first two steps.
Heel toe.
Yeah. Cotton Eye Joe is line dancing.
Cupid Shuffle.
Line dancing. Yeah, I don't have an example of square dancing though.
Yeah, because I was from elementary school and I suppressed that
Yeah.
memory really fast.
Yeah, it was. I had a female, an old woman gym teacher.
For sure.
At a Catholic school, and she taught us. I'm pretty sure it was. It definitely wasn't like the waltz. So it must have been square dancing. Mm-hmm. It was the worst.
No, you learned like the waltz at Cotillion.
I didn't do that.
I did.
Oh.
I did. Have you ever talked about? Do you know what Cotillion is?
No.
Oh, this is a Pandora's box. Okay, Cotillion is basically like manners 101. But like
isn't that like the thing? Just continue. Okay. I'm gonna sound like an idiot.
No, please, no, actually go.
No, I don't even know what I'm just gonna say. I don't know. But they made like it's like in movies. This has been they've like had cotillions in movies.
Sure. Yeah. So it's something outside of like school and stuff that you have to sign up for. So not everyone does it.
It's like being introduced to society essentially. It's like Bridgerton. But American.
I was gonna say it was like much more toned down than Bridgerton. But yeah, it's like how you learn how to be like a traditional woman. But also man, boys can do it too.
Yeah.
But like you learn how to set the table, like all the salad forks.
She's the man. That's the movie.
Is it in that?
Yeah, with Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, I don't know if yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
You learn how to set the table properly with all the like the locations.
It's like a super like if you look at it nowadays, like a super almost sexist kind of thing.
Oh, it is because there's all the rules.
Okay, cool. Just didn't want to. I didn't want to be the guy saying it.
No. It is. There's all the different rules because we learn how to do like the cha-cha, the waltz.
The what?
Like the cha-cha.
What's the cha-cha?
Like 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 3, 4, cha-cha-cha. We learned a lot, like 4 different dances. I forget all their names, but they're traditional like ballroom or like
dances, yeah. The salsa.
The salsa, things like that.
Salsa.
But like the waltz is kind of like the most important one because you use it.
You use the waltz on a daily basis.
I do personally.
Yeah.
And so you learn that. You learn like food etiquette. You learn like not meeting, but like when you're at a table etiquette. Like there's a way a woman's supposed to sit and a way a man's supposed to sit. You know how you're supposed to unbutton your jacket?
Yep.
Where you sit? We learn like that kind of stuff. Like how we're supposed to like lay like our skirt and our ankles.
Wow.
Like
how you cross.
You're supposed to only cross your lower ankles. You're not supposed to cross your legs.
Yeah.
A woman's supposed to only cross her lower ankles and then have it to a slight turn. Whichever way.
I knew that.
It's up to you.
See?
Well, there you go.
That's just how I sit.
You just have that femininity.
I sit a lot. Like, see, why don't you? But women cross their legs all the time.
What do you mean?
I mean, like women sit.
Right. We also sit like a man with our legs spread. It's just like, it's more of how you're supposed to in proper society. Same thing with like...
So when should you cross your legs and when should you not cross your legs?
When you're sitting. You're just supposed to sit like that.
Always.
Yeah. Obviously, if you're driving, you're not.
Well, I just mean like...
What I mean? Like right now, I should have my ankles crossed. My knees together, and then off to the side, and talking to you like this.
Right.
Same thing with like elbows off. Those traditional manners. That's all the stuff that we learned at Cotillion over like, it was like a whole like summer. I don't even know. It's just over like 6 weeks. Each day was a different like lesson.
Yeah. 6 weeks.
And you got paired up with a person. You all waited outside in the main entryway. Yeah. You all got paired up with a guy. And then you all had to walk into the ballroom traditionally, like all the proper way, we learned how to hold a man's arm properly and how he's supposed to hold your arm. Like, super, like.
There's a lot.
It's just old fashioned is a good way. It's very old fashioned, traditional values.
Maybe it's not very southern. I think it's very like it's very rich. That's what it is.
Yes.
It's not southern. It's not northern. It's a very rich.
It's very high class.
Yeah.
So
it's some white people shit. That's what it really is.
Correctamundo. But yeah, so you get paired up. You'd walk into the main room.
Would they announce you?
No, we did on the last day for our like graduation.
Yeah. I was like, they announced Amanda Bynes in the movie.
Yeah, we do it on our last day. You go in, you find your card, and it's paired with a guy. And that's your partner for the day, and then he'll walk you in. You guys sit down at the table. And
what if it's a guy you don't like?
You had to dance with him. You learned all the dances with him. And if you did well, they'd knock you out. Like, you played knockout with the...
All right.
They're like, you're doing great. No, you don't have to remember this.
Yeah.
No, you'd play, like, knockout with the dances. They'd play the music. All the couples would be in the room dancing. And if you're doing poorly, they'd come and, like, tap you, and you had to go sit down. And then the last couple standing got, like, a prize.
I would get out of there so fast.
I want a chocolate bar.
I'd be like, let's fuck this up.
I want a chocolate bar, and I won the
That's what they gave you was a chocolate bar?
Yeah, I won with my partner, the cha-cha.
What was your partner's name? Shout him out.
Oh, my God. I don't even remember. He was only in my...
Was he cute?
School. For our age, I guess. He was okay. I didn't like him, but he was fine. He was only here for a year.
So he wasn't cute enough, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but he was enough for me to want to dance long enough to win a chocolate bar. But we ended up being partners multiple times. God, I want to say his name was like Oliver, but I don't think it was.
Do you only do this like one? Is this just like one summer of your life?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, you could sign up multiple times if your parents hated you.
Damn.
But I only did it once. I guess my parents didn't think I had good manners. I don't know. But there was one dance, I think it was for the waltz, where we had to hold a foam ball between our heads to
That's
practice
awfully
saying,
close together.
Yes, I'm aware.
What happened to leave room for Jesus?
This was not Bible camp, I'll tell you
there's
what.
no Jesus here.
This was you are courting for marriage type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to hold a ball, like one of those like dodgeball foam balls.
Oh, that's relatively large then, okay.
Yeah, like not like a full one, but
the
like
foam one, yeah.
Pull the foam ones, put it between your foreheads, and do the dance to like practice being close for dances.
What do you look at when you're doing that? You look at their eyes, you look at your feet.
If you put your head down, the ball would like roll to your forehead and fall. So you have to like look straight forward.
Yeah, but you can look down.
Okay, but like you can't comfortably.
You were staring this guy in the eyes?
Yeah, I was having a moment.
Wow. You guys were committed.
We were.
I'm surprised you're not married already. To Oliver.
I know. Bless his heart. I don't know where he is now.
Bless his heart.
Lost touch with Ollie, but it's okay. Yeah. That was
I hope I hope Oliver finds that's because you just said it. I hope Oliver finds this.
I hope he does too.
And reaches out to you.
He should.
Rekindles the romance.
That moment we had
dances
that summer.
with a ball between you.
That was a really intimate time in our lives for sure.
How old were you? 15, 16?
God, no. I was younger than that. I want to say it was 6th to 7th grade maybe.
I thought you were saying 6 or 7.
No.
So you were like 11, 12.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's still very young. Amanda Bynes was not that young.
Well, that's a movie again, and this might not even be the same thing you're thinking of.
No, it definitely was.
It was. I'm trying to think of what else. We learned how to like
she was like eating like
letters.
A slob, and they gave her a look.
Oh yeah, that too. We learned how to like properly eat, like properly cut food, and probably like
just
eat.
Shove
politely.
it in your fucking mouth.
I did not retain anything. I'll tell you what. I'm trying.
Yeah, after watching you eat this Chick-fil-A, you did not retain anything.
I was hungry.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a weird time in my life. I actually don't think about it very often because I definitely like try not to. Because it's so random. It's so weird, and not that many people went through it.
Were there teenagers?
No.
So were you like, was your age group the oldest there?
It was just that you couldn't do it unless you were 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. It was restricted to only being in middle school-ish age range.
Interesting.
Thing.
Amanda Bynes was like 17, 16.
Yeah.
Maybe 15. I'd give her 15.
It was a fictional movie.
I don't know. It seemed pretty real. She dressed up as her brother. Channing Tatum fell in love with him.
Him? Question
Her.
mark. Yeah, I watched that movie for the first time like a year ago.
That's a good movie. I know we keep jumping back to movies now, but it is a good movie.
It's mid.
For the time,
Everyone for
the early 2000s, it's a great movie.
I would say for the time, I didn't watch it growing up until, like I said, watched it for the first time like a year ago, and everyone raves about it. Everyone says like, "This is the best movie ever." It's a movie. I think it's okay.
Ever,
yeah, I just think it's okay. I don't know.
I think it's a fantastic movie for the time that it came out.
What year did it come out?
Probably 2002.
Oh God, I can't be. She's now. She wasn't that old in 2002.
Maybe it couldn't. It's no way. It's earlier than 2010.
I'm gonna go with 2007 is my guess. We'll fact check later.
I'll fact check right now. You keep
fact
talking.
Check. All right. No, I don't think it's the best movie though. I think
it's definitely not the best movie by any.
But I'm saying like even for like ones that came out around then.
Well, yeah, you're probably right. I mean like it's in that genre
but people
of
remember
movies.
it.
It is.
And
yeah, it's a very
she's got a lot
movie.
of really good one-liners.
You know why I think it's very memorable? 2006. I think it's very. What'd you say? 2007.
I said 7.
Oh, I think it's very memorable because of it's like you said, got a lot of good lines, but also because it was recently on. It might still be on like Netflix or something, and like when those movies are out there on Netflix, everybody's watching them, and you see
like
clips
the
on
revival.
TikTok. Yeah, so like it comes back.
That's true. It's kind of like when 10 Things I Hate About You came to Disney
Never
Plus.
seen it.
Oh, that one's good. I've only seen it a few times.
Heath Ledger, right? Yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
That one's really good though. That's definitely one of those feel good ones. I like that one better than She's a Man.
It probably is better. She's the Man is more like comedy, I think. Well, 10 Things I Hate About You is probably funny in some aspects.
Yeah, it's like it's a rom-com.
Okay.
I think it's rom-com.
Is it?
I think it counts.
Well, then I guess it's the same genre. She's the Man is definitely rom-com.
Definitely rom-com. It doesn't even feel like a rom. I don't know. I just don't like it.
It's more comedy than rom.
Yeah.
More com than rom.
But a lot of people will like, whenever I complain about it, they'll be like, "Oh, but like, it's a good like women's sports movie. Like it's encouraging. Like she's on the soccer." And I'm like, I don't care.
I don't know. The majority of the movie's not focused on soccer. It's focused on her trying to be her brother and the complications that come with it.
Well, it's because she wants to be able to play soccer.
Yeah, I know that. I've seen the movie probably a dozen times.
So that's why people are like, yeah, like women empowerment. I'm like,
I guess.
It doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
It's not
doing what I need.
She's dressing up like a man. That defeats the whole fucking purpose. Like that takes away everything.
Oh God.
I don't know.
And she literally has to flash the entire stadium at the end of the movie, which is just like talk about women empowerment out the window.
Wasn't gonna say it, but yep.
Yeah.
That's like it just takes the entire purpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But Channing's pretty cute in that one.
Channing Tatum is pretty cute in every movie.
Yeah, he's pretty cute in every movie. He's got a weird... He's like the same character in all of his movies, but he's also not.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of depth, I think, in like character development. I think he's like...
I mean, he's good, but
yeah, he's a great actor.
The same...
He's just like a loud, like kind of boisterous, maybe sometimes a little bit dumb
hunk.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's just a hunk.
Yep. He's your basic jock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we want to do trivia?
Trivia? Yeah.
Take it right to the trivia. We got an iPad now. I've had an iPad for a while.
Upgrade.
But instead of having to wheel back and forth to the computer, we'll just pull it up on the dear old iPad. I hope there's not a password on this because I don't remember it. Oh, no.
Do you not remember your password? I can pull up just some random trivia.
No, I'm sure I remember it.
I'm ready. I want whiteboards still. I think that's going to be what the next big upgrade.
I remembered it.
All of this.
Yeah, we're going to get whiteboards to write down our trivia answers. Do I have Wi-Fi?
Oh my God. You're so ill-prepared.
This was charging all day because I haven't used it. It's been charging for this entire time. It's only at 23%. Also, my iPad says it's Friday, December 3rd, 9:05 p.m. So don't know what that's about.
God. When was the last time you opened this iPad?
Probably
Friday,
Thursday, December 2nd.
Yeah. It just went into hypersleep.
Good thing I remember my password off the rip.
Do you want me to just pull up trivia?
No.
All right.
We're going to have this moment of awkward silence.
Oh, wait.
I don't remember the password, apparently.
What was the password on December 2nd?
I got it. Don't worry. I capitalized the P when I didn't need to. That'll get you every time.
This is awful.
Okay, pick a number while we're at it.
Number 43.
43. Yeah, that's right. You said 43 is your lucky number.
Yeah, and this is episode 243, which is
episode
a sign.
243.
That was completely by chance, so that's pretty exciting. But yeah, my lucky number is 43.
Okay.
What's your lucky number?
7.
Why?
Why is yours 43?
I have a reason.
Oh, okay. Mine, it's my birthday, the 7th.
Oh, that's so basic.
It's my lucky number. It's my favorite number. It's just good. 3, 6, 9. What's your reasoning?
Mine is when I was little, it was my brother's football, like high school football number, and his high school lacrosse number. And so it came to be like kind of like a family number because of that. And because I was, yay big, I was like, oh, that's also my number. And then I stuck with it ever since. Yeah, it's adorable. It's wholesome. But then it just actually became like I see it all the time. Hence, by chance, this episode being 243. Like that kind of thing happens to me
just
a
like,
lot.
Really?
Weirdly enough.
Interesting.
I don't know why. Especially since I've gotten older. Maybe I'm just smarter now and I notice it, but yeah.
All right. In The Simpsons, when Homer is trying to think unsexy thoughts, he imagines who in a bikini? I have no clue.
Can I put down 2 answers?
No.
Man, I have so many answers.
He imagines who? I've never watched The Simpsons.
I have.
I actually hate The Simpsons.
I love The Simpsons. That's why I have like 3 answers I think it could be. I just don't know what it is.
I don't know any characters.
I'm going to write down my 3 answers.
Except for his wife and his son. And I imagine he wouldn't imagine his wife to think unsexy thoughts.
Okay. I put down 3 answers. I know I'm only going to pick one, but then in case it is one of the others, I feel the
better.
Validation that I was almost right.
Damn, you're going to take an early lead here. You already have the lead, but you're going to take a bigger lead. Let me think of a character.
Do you even know any characters?
No. I know his wife, and I know his son, and his daughter.
Do you know characters, but not the names?
I know there's a guy that works at a bar.
Okay.
Don't know a name. Whatever. Okay, I'm locked in. What'd you say?
I'm going to go with Mo.
Okay.
Who is the bartender.
Oh, I put the bar guy.
Really? Yeah, my 3 guesses are the grandpa, like his dad.
Yeah.
Mr. Burns, which is his boss.
Okay.
Or Mo, which is the bartender. But I'm going to go with Mo.
Answer is Barney.
Barney. Oh, Barney's the guy that sits with him at the bar. That was another guess.
Oh. Well, let's refresh it and try again.
Bummer.
I actually feel good that you didn't get it. Same number? Do you want to go to 43
Really
again?
wish I got it. Yeah, go 43.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 35, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. In the movie Hangover, what name did Alan use to refer to his circle of friends? I've only seen this movie one time.
I love that movie. Man, these are good trivia questions.
These are good trivia questions. What name did Alan use to refer to his circle of friends?
I'm just doing a throwaway. I have no clue. I know I'm not right.
Okay, what'd you say?
Homies.
Homies? I said the Bestie Boys. Like Beastie Boys,
like
but...
Beastie Boys?
Yeah.
But Bestie Boys?
But Bestie Boys. The Wolf Pack!
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, no shot. This is shameful.
We are so bad. Okay, let's just scroll and pick one at random at this point.
Yeah. I love when the scroll isn't scrolling.
Yep, it's great. Not that one. Butterbean is another name for which type of bean?
Do you know this?
No.
Oh, you look so confident. You're like, yeah, I got this.
No, I've learned to not pick questions I know the answer to.
Oh, right.
Butterbean. I mean, how many beans are there really? Butterbean.
I'm trying to...
Butterbean.
Are you looking it up?
No, I'm typing in my answer.
I was about to say,
I just keep repeating Butterbean.
I'm trying to think.
All right, I'm locked in.
Garbanzo beans.
Oh, I said green bean.
Oh, that's probably what it is. Oh, no.
Fucking lima bean.
We're so bad.
Jesus.
We need better, easier trivia.
I know. We need like third grade trivia.
Yeah, we need like, are you smarter than a fifth grader question? Even that would probably trip us up, though. I want to get one right. So.
I know. God, these are all so difficult. You know?
This might be a bust. Fucking confetti.
Who was pictured on the first U.S. adhesive stamp? Now, neither of us know.
What year? Do you know what year that happened?
But we'll put an answer down, and then if we're wrong, whoever's closer in...
Similarity?
Not similarity, but like when the person lived.
Oh, okay, sure. But I was going to say like it... Okay. Damn.
I'm already locked in.
I don't even know how...
I hope I'm wrong.
I don't even know how old...
Stamps are.
Adhesive stamps are.
That's a good point. I'm locked in.
I'm shocked you have that so confidently.
My entire family has worked for the post office. I don't know the answer to this.
Well,
I just know one thing about the post office that I've talked about on this podcast multiple times. So I'm hoping that this answer is correct.
I'm just gonna go good old classic America.
George Washington.
I
said Benjamin Franklin.
That's a really good choice.
I know. I picked him because he was the first postmaster general. He invented the post office.
It's probably gonna be him. Man. No!
Let's go! Benny Franks!
Woo!
Oh, God. Okay, so we are... Thank you. We are tied. My mother would be so proud of me right now.
Yeah, pulling that from nowhere.
Yeah. We are tied 2-2.
All right.
So it's getting hairy, getting spicy.
Getting close. That's it.
Do you want me to ask where people can find you, or do you want you to ask where people can find me?
Where can people find you, Joe?
You can follow me on my photography Instagram at Sharky_photography, my regular Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky, and my eat of the week. Lauren, as much as I loved this Chick-fil-A that you so graciously bought for me today, I am picking the gumbo that I made earlier this week.
All right, touche.
Chicken and sausage gumbo made in my slow cooker. Holy shitballs. It was delicious.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've got some if you want some. You don't like soup.
I don't like gumbo.
Yeah.
Soup, so I am good.
Yeah.
But on that note, you can find me. My Instagram is lou.mcdonald. That is 2 U's with a period. Then McDonald. My eat of the week. I don't even know what I have had to eat this week. I might just put this.
It was some good ass Chick-fil-A.
Specifically the Dr. Pepper. The Dr. Pepper head.
DP is.
I need a good Dr. Pepper today. I got swindled this weekend by one, so I'm glad to have a true one. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening.
Wait, where can they follow the podcast?
Oh, where can you follow the podcast? I don't even know.
I'll do that. You can follow us on you can follow the podcast on Twitter at CSGPod. That is CSGPOD. You can follow us on TikTok at the Shuffle Podcast and on Instagram at the Shuffle_podcast to watch our clips and our reels. And then you can subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all at the Shuffle Podcast. Lauren, take it away.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you so much. And we will see you all next week on the Shuffle Podcast. Bye.
Bye.